Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We usually do home tours of new construction models or resale homes, but today we're going to talk about the top neighborhoods in the Las Vegas Valley that do new construction homes, where you can literally buy a lot, build your home on it, and have a beautiful home. So we're going to talk about those six. I'm going to tell you all the ins and outs. So we're going to talk about crime rate. We're going to talk about school districts. We're going to talk about, the pros and cons of each neighborhood just by looking at it on the map and looking at the data. If you guys want more information, you want to see like eyes on what this neighborhood looks like, I'm going to leave a link, right next to, right on top, where you can actually go and click on the link and see the neighborhood with your eyes, with me driving through the neighborhood and showing you actually these new construction builders. So let's get into my top let's call it like my top 5 neighborhoods in Las Vegas. So first off, this is the Las Vegas Valley. We have, just to give you a reference of what we're going to be talking about, we have the 15 freeway here splitting Las Vegas in half. And then we have the 215 freeway, which is this freeway right here that makes a C shape around town. Okay, those are the two main freeways that we have. We also have the 95 freeway that goes from the southeast all the way up to the northwest of Las Vegas. Those, I guess, are the 3 big freeways. Now, the neighborhoods that I'm going to mention are new construction, which means they're going to be most likely on the outskirts of town. And if we look at this, which neighborhoods, this is in no particular order. The reason why I'm saying in no particular order is because at the end of the day, every neighborhood is perfect for someone. It doesn't matter. Obviously, if money wasn't an issue, we would all go to the top, most expensive neighborhood that offers the best school district, lowest crime. However, that's not the case for everyone. So the point is here, I'm going to give you my top 5. However, I'm going to tell you, hey, this is what the situation is. You could buy in this neighborhood where it's a little bit better for you. Now, we're going to start off from all the way up north. So this is part of North Las Vegas. This neighborhood is called Heartland. It is a new construction. It's part of the Tule Springs master plan community. So just to show you on the map where Tule Springs is, this is Tule Springs, or at least this was the older Tule Springs. It has actually expanded. It's all the way out here as well into Aliantes, part of Tule Springs, and also what's called Heartland, the newest community built by D.R. Horton. It's located right off of a Revere and the 215 freeway, and they have literally all kinds of homes. We have, let me show you some homes up here. So we have all kinds of square footage. You can see they're all located right here next to that Aliante Casino on the exit from Aliante and 215, and then this is Revere and 215. We have big single stories, 2,500 square feet. We have huge 2 stories also, up to 4,400 square feet with next gen. Then they have something a little bit more in a little bit more reasonable price range. So you're looking at the Trails collection, which is townhomes, 1,400 square feet. These are in the mid 300s. The single stories with the next gen from the 550s, they're probably around 600. And then you're looking at the Heartland Bay, which is the first single family homes, the smallest ones. They're around in the low 400s. And we also have the Falls collection, so something more mid-size, 4 to 5 bedrooms. With up to 3,000 square feet, and they're going to be at about $500,000. This is the biggest collection at $700,000 or more, which is 3,700 square feet going to 44. So there's literally something for everyone out here, and that's going to be up here. However, now this is going to be built by D.R. Horton. It's a major national builder, and they're building all kinds of homes over here. It's going to be a beautiful neighborhood. A few things about this neighborhood. As far as we're going to go here onto this website to show you the crime map and also the real estate prices. So first of all, the crime. you can see the darker the blue is, the higher the crime rate is. And this is crime per every 1,000 people. So it doesn't really keep in consideration the fact that it's a new construction area, that there's no homes or there's little homes to really rely with the data on. And this gets updated all the time. But it gives you a good idea, because every 1,000 people, how many crimes have been committed? It could be misdemeanors or something, small, like a fight or something. However, it does show you that. And if you look at this, as you go closer to the older part of town right here, this is where Section 8 is, and where we have all the, a little bit higher crime rate. You can see it's darker blue. That means there's more crime. Something closer to the Nellis Air Force Base, which this is the Nellis Air Force Base, you can see it's pretty dark blue. But then once you go up here, this is really, pretty light. It has a little bit of crime, but nothing crazy. And the neighborhood is beautiful. It's a master plan community. School districts, they're ranging probably their ratings are going to be, and you can see from here right now it's not showing, it's light purple. That means it's not really that good as far as ratings, but they're getting integrated into these Aliante schools right here until they build their own. And you can see the darker purple is a good sign. That means that you do have better school districts. Now, this darker purple, you're probably looking at around 6 out of 10 rating for schools. One of the big pros of this neighborhood is, and for some people it might be a pro, for some it might not, is the proximity to the Nellis Air Force Base. So you have, jets, usually on the weekends fly over. Some people like it, but you also have a lot of you have a lot of military personnel that comes here and lives, which I believe it's a positive thing. You have a lot of really good people that work in the Air Force, and they commute pretty much 10 minutes over to the Nellis Air Force Base. So that's pretty much what you have up here in Heartland, just to give you an overview. As far as the real estate prices, they are going to be on the lower end compared to the rest of the valley, and where I'm going to show you next. So that is definitely going to be another pro. Crime rate is pretty good, being up there a little bit further away outside of 215. We're great. School districts, decent, 6 out of 10 on average. And obviously, if we're going into detail, if you're, let's say, a client of mine and you're looking to go into detail about these neighborhoods, obviously we can get in touch and I can give you more information, more detailed information about the specific area where you want to be, the school districts. We can talk about the ratings and everything about it. This is just to get a good overview. The next neighborhood I'm going to talk about is the northwest of the Las Vegas Valley. The northwest here has three main master plan communities where they're building right now. So if I go back onto the map, we can see this is actually the Las Vegas city. And we are technically in Las Vegas up here in the northwest. We're going to see two neighborhoods. The first one is Sky Canyon up here. Then we have Sunstone, which is this triangle right here. It used to be where they wanted to do one big master plan community here, but they decided to divide it into two. So they split it in half right here, and you have Sky Canyon on this side, and then we have Sunstone on this side. Both of the neighborhoods are going to be very similar. They have similar school districts. Some of them actually overlap. And we're looking at ratings anywhere between 6 to 9 out of 10. So a little bit better school districts. As far as the crime rate goes, we go to Neighborhood Scout. We have to click on the Las Vegas side. You can tell here, very light blue. This is Sky Canyon. And then let's zoom in a little bit more. You can see very light blue. Sunstone, same thing. Very light blue, so away from everything. You can see this is the older part of town, or next to the strip, where we have a little bit more crime, or maybe on the east side or around the Nellis Air Force Base, right? So very light when it comes to crime, as well as being a master plan community. We do have a lot of amenities up here: trails, parks, gyms, pools and all that stuff. I've talked several times about these neighborhoods. They're amazing. Price range is going to be a little bit higher compared to Heartland, which is that neighborhood over here. But you do get you get a lot of value for your money, a little bit better school districts. As far as the proximity to places, it is very well connected, because from here you can hop onto the freeway and get straight to the center of town. You can go to Chinatown over here within 20 minutes, and there's very little traffic up here and over here. Usually the traffic is concentrated onto this 15 freeway. So that's the number 2 neighborhood. I'm going to call it the Northwest. This, we're going to call it Heartland, North Las Vegas. And then as we go down, we're going to see the next neighborhood, which is going to be Summerlin. Now, Summerlin is a big neighborhood. We're talking about it extends, it's probably like 20 times the size of, let's say, Sky Canyon, because it's been being built ever since the 1990s. Some homes even in the 1980s. And you can see here, this thing is massive. It goes all the way down here and then all the way up here and around. We have Sun City Summerlin, Summerlin Center, South Summerlin, and Summerlin West. Right now, we're still building here in Summerlin West. So over here, we're going to get pretty much the top school districts. If we go to the schools here, first of all, I want to show you the schools up in the Northwest. Actually, this shows you in the city as well. So this is pretty much Summerlin West, and expands all the way to here. And then you can see this is Sky Canyon, this is Sunstone. So really good schools nonetheless. You see it's a pretty dark purple, but once you get here in this part, you can see it's pretty much the darkest it could be, because we do have on this side of town pretty much some of the best school districts in town. It's also very well connected. It has a lot of amenities. We have downtown Summerlin on that side. Price, however, is going to be way more expensive compared to pretty much anywhere in town. It's going to be the most expensive neighborhood in town. We look at real estate here. You can see the highest price per square foot, and you can see here it is pretty high. Hold on, legal boundaries. What is this? Yeah, real estate appreciation. So this is talking about the appreciation of the market. There was one. They used to have something that used to have the price, which is this one right here. So the price is right here. You can see on this part, it's really dark red. That means it's pretty expensive to purchase a home out here. School district's great. As far as connection here to the city, we have Summerlin Parkway, brings you to this to the 95 freeway, which connects to the city. You have easy access to anything you want over here. One of the most successful master plan communities in town. Now we're going to talk about some more. We have one of my favorite parts of town, which is going to be the southwest of the Las Vegas Valley. That's anything left of the 15 freeway and anything south of the 215 freeway. Now, here's why I like this neighborhood. It's something where it's not a master plan community. You do have some master plan communities like Rhodes Ranch. We have also Mountain's Edge. We have Southern Highlands, which is actually where I live, in a master plan community down here in the southwest. But it's the proximity to everything what stands out in the southwest. You have pretty much very well interconnected grid system. You have lots of accesses to the freeway. So really, it doesn't really create a lot of traffic, even though it's getting kind of chaotic right now with all the building that is going on in this area. You can find anything you want. As far as price range, we're gonna have pretty much a little bit higher price range than the Northwest, because we're closer to everything. And obviously higher than Heartland, but definitely lower than Summerlin. Summerlin, I mean, the average price for, let's say, the single family home over there is going to be in the upper 500s. Here, the average price for a house is going to be around 480. Up in the Northwest, it's going to be around 450, 460. And up here in the Heartland, it's going to be around 420 to 430. So just to give you an idea of price ranges where we are, that's for like a 2,000 square feet home. That's what you're going to pay. So you're paying a little bit more, but you do have even better connection to airports within 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to get to the airport, 10, 15 minutes to get to the strip. Versus Summerlin, it takes about at least 25 minutes because of the way it's connected. Same as the Northwest, takes about 25 minutes to get down here. And from the north side, it takes even longer, about 30 minutes, because you have to go around and then go in there. And usually it's a little bit longer of a time frame. But yeah, Southwest is great. School districts are pretty good. You look at the crime, it's very low. Actually, let's look at the school districts first. You can see it's a hit and miss depending on the area. You can see pretty dark purple here depending on the area. You know, Southern Highlands is a little bit darker purple, but we don't have new construction homes in Southern Highlands. We have a lot of new construction homes spread out throughout the Southwest. And last but not least, your crime rate. We're looking at crime rate that is pretty low. As a matter of fact, right here we can see pretty light blue for this part of town right here. Very low concentration of crime. Now there's two more neighborhoods that we're going to be talking about, and that's going to be Inspirada right here, which is a beautiful master plan community. Price range is similar to the Southwest, maybe a little bit higher. However, crime is pretty low. It's pretty much non-existing. It's over in this area right here, Sun City. This is Henderson West. Very low crime rate. And then we're looking at some of the best school districts out here, as a matter of fact. They have, and especially for you can see here, dark purple. That's going to be your schools. So really, really good school districts. Very well connected too. I mean, you can easily hop onto the 15 freeway and you're there. Not as close to things as the Southwest, but pretty close. So if you're looking for something like that, that's probably going to be Inspirada. It's going to be your best place. And then last but not least is going to be Cadence. Cadence is this spot right here. It is closer to the downtown area of Cadence, of Henderson. Even Inspirada is part of Henderson. But it does have a little bit lower price range. It's a little bit on the outskirts, so it takes a little bit longer to get to places, and traffic might not be amazing here on this 215 freeway. But it does definitely give you a good idea of it's a really nice neighborhood. It's a master plan community, still low HOAs, lower price range. You're probably going to be at around the same price range as you have up in the Northwest, but a little bit closer to things. A lot of things going on around with Henderson. And, Henderson is a really nice part of town. Not a huge fan of this neighborhood. I personally probably wouldn't live there just because it's surrounded by areas that are a little bit darker as far as crime rate goes. And that's just the way it is because these are older homes in Henderson. But still a really nice neighborhood. If school districts are not great too, because there is still a new area. They plan on building them. You can see very light purple as of right now. So if maybe the school districts are not important to you, this could be a really good place for you to be because you're paying a little bit less for the house, but you're getting a really nice house. So you get more buck for your bank when it comes to house in the neighborhood. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be my top neighborhoods here in town. I kind of summarized it where, Northwest, Southwest, those I kind of grouped them together, but every niche neighborhood has a different demographic and crime rate and school districts and everything. So if you want more information, you want to get all that nitty-gritty information to make the best decision for yourself, to find the best house for you, reach out to me. My phone number is 702-606-4815. As much as I'd love to give you this free value on YouTube, I would love to even more to help you out, purchase your new home and help you and be your realtor along your side. And having done this, hundreds and hundreds of times with people from out of town and people from town as well, having purchased homes with me, I know exactly what you're going to go through, and I can literally guide you with a video like this or even all the other videos that I have of all these neighborhoods that are going to help you find the perfect home for you. So reach out to me and I'll see you guys on the next video.